Taehyung and Jungkook went on their honeymoon to Japan, departing at noon aboard their private jet. Even though their main agenda was a world tour, these are some of the reasons why their honeymoon to Japan made more sense. Are ARMY ready? The haters indeed cannot accept this, because Taehyung and Jungkook's love is so great that it can be felt by the whole world. I simply want to share my happiness with all of you. The moment they kissed in Japan after departing on their private jet was even spread by media outlets that chose not to reveal their names. Watch the continuation of this video and don't miss it. Before we start, make sure you're ready to love this moments. Welcome to V Effect. The sky that afternoon looked incredibly bright, as if it were blessing the secret journey that had been so carefully planned by two souls deeply in love. On the exclusive airport apron, a private jet stood ready with its engines humming softly, waiting for Taehyung and Jungkook to step into its luxurious cabin. Their midday departure had been deliberately chosen to avoid the crowds, granting them complete privacy before immersing themselves in the demanding global schedule ahead. Although large suitcases signaled readiness for a long world tour, there was a different sparkle in their eyes, a sweet secret that this journey would begin with a short yet meaningful honeymoon. The decision to choose Japan as their romantic escape destination was not made without careful consideration amid their packed professional agenda. Japan offers a perfect harmony between modernity and traditional tranquility, a contrast greatly needed by Taehyung and Jungkook to briefly release the burdens of being global stars. In the midst of the hectic preparations for their world tour, they needed a place that offered not only luxury, but also peace capable of embracing their souls. Japan emerged as the most logical answer, where every corner of its cities holds a beauty that is difficult to rival by other destinations in Asia. Japan's poetic natural beauty became the primary reason why the country felt like the perfect place to celebrate their love. As their private jet sliced through the clouds toward the land of the rising sun, Taehyung imagined how beautiful it would be to walk together beneath rows of trees, beginning to reveal their magical colors. Japan has a unique way of presenting aesthetic scenery without appearing excessive, perfectly matching Taehyung's refined artistic taste and Jungkook's desire to find peace in profound simplicity. Japan is also known as a country that deeply respects personal space, a luxury rarely afforded to this couple in their homeland or in other parts of the world. Here they could be themselves, strolling through narrow alleys in Kyoto or enjoying Tokyo's sparkling nights with a sense of safety and comfort. This is what made their honeymoon feel so real, not merely a change of location, but a shift in atmosphere toward a more sacred intimacy before they would have to share their energy with thousands of fans in massive stadiums. The visual aesthetics offered by Japan provided the perfect backdrop for the memories they wished to capture through a camera lens. From the grandeur of temple architecture to the minimalist interior design of traditional ryokan inns, every detail in Japan seemed created to delight the eyes. For Taehyung, who loves photography, Japan was a vast canvas ready to be filled with portraits of Jungkook in various moods, creating an album of memories they would cherish forever as the beginning of their long journey together. Beyond visual beauty, the comfort of Japan's transportation and accommodation facilities made the transition from vacation time to world tour schedules much smoother. They did not need to feel exhausted by complicated travel, as everything in the country is organized with remarkable precision. Japan's beauty lies not only in its landscapes but also in its orderly yet peaceful rhythm of life, giving them the opportunity to fully recharge both physically and emotionally. Jungkook, who always appreciates small details and cleanliness, found that Japan was the most sensible place to spend quality time with Taehyung. The serenity of the Arashiyama bamboo forest or the quiet at the foot of Mount Fuji provided space for heartfelt conversations without interruption. Amid such breathtaking scenery, discussions about the future and promises of loyalty felt more meaningful, strengthening their bond before the storm of their world tour arrived in the days ahead. Japan's authentic cuisine, presented with exquisite aesthetics, added yet another reason why the country felt so special to them. Enjoying a private dinner overlooking a beautiful Zen garden created an unforgettable sensory experience. Japan's beauty seeped into every dish they tasted, making even a simple lunch feel like a grand celebration of love. These small yet beautiful moments made them feel that landing their private jet in Tokyo was one of the best decisions they had ever made. As the sun began to set and their jet descended toward the runway in Japan, feelings of emotion and happiness swelled in their chests. They knew that soon stage lights and the cheers of millions would become their daily routine. But for now, Japan's beauty belonged only to them. This country was not merely a transit destination, but the first harbor offering peace before they sailed into the vast ocean of challenging world concerts. In the end, their honeymoon in Japan was about finding beauty amid the chaos of the world. Their reason for choosing this country was simple yet profound. Japan is a place where nature, culture, and privacy blend perfectly. Beneath Japan's calm sky, they began a new chapter of their journey as a couple, carrying sweet memories from every beautiful street corner to become their strength when they eventually stood on stages around the world. During their relaxed moments in Kyoto, their contrasting personalities formed a beautiful harmony. Taehyung would often pause for long moments, captivated by sunlight reflecting on an ancient pond to find the most poetic camera angle. Meanwhile, Jungkook, with his protective nature, would stand quietly beside him, perhaps slightly impatient with the camera, yet choosing to adjust his pace, ensuring Taehyung had all the time he needed to enjoy his artistic world. Silent support became the most genuine language of love between them throughout the journey. Without many words, Jungkook seemed to know when Taehyung began to feel tired from the intense physical preparations leading up to the tour. He would quietly ensure the hotel room temperature stayed warm or order Taehyung's favorite authentic green tea. These small gestures were how they kept each other's spirit alive, proving that love does not always need grand declarations, but can be expressed through sincere actions. There was a sharp yet sweet contrast between their identities as global stars and as ordinary humans. On the world tour stage, they would appear untouchable, full of charisma and explosive energy. Yet inside the quiet cabin of the private jet heading to Japan, those masks faded completely. There they were simply two young men who could lean on each other's shoulders, share a blanket, and talk about their fears and hopes in whispers heard only by the aircraft walls. While in Japan, a promise was spoken beneath a star-filled night sky. In the silence of a Zen garden, they agreed to always be each other's 0 point or home. No matter how far the cities they would visit or how loud the cheers of millions in stadiums might become, they promised that the feelings they discovered in Japan would serve as an anchor, keeping them from getting lost in the glittering world of entertainment. Taehyung never let go of his camera, but this time his main subject was not nature, it was Jungkook. Every carefree laugh while trying street snacks or every focused expression while studying a city map was permanently captured in a secret folder on Taehyung's phone. These digital memories were treasures they would revisit in cold hotel rooms across different countries, becoming instant sources of strength whenever longing and exhaustion crept in during their demanding tour schedule. Beyond photographs, they left traces of love through small symbols they chose together. In a traditional craft shop, they found a pair of minimalist bracelets made by a local artisan. Though the bracelets looked simple to others, to them they symbolized a sacred bond. The bracelets would later be hidden beneath wristwatches or grand stage costumes, serving as constant physical reminders of their sweet moments in Japan. The piece they found in Japan gave Jungkook space to reveal a softer side rarely seen by the public. Usually competitive and strong, he could become both affectionate and protective toward Taehyung at the same time. Intimate moments such as gently fixing each other's hair or exchanging meaningful glances during a private dinner served as reminders that behind their immense success, one fundamental need was fulfilled: to be loved and fully understood by the right person. This brief honeymoon ultimately became a strong emotional foundation before they faced the storm of their world tour. Japan, with all its beauty, offered them more than just scenery. It gave them time to realign the rhythm of their hearts. When their private jet would eventually leave the runway again to head toward the first city of their global tour, they would no longer depart as merely outstanding colleagues, but as two souls who had united their promises and love beneath the calm seasonal sky. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.